Hello YouTube and welcome to another GV anime review, where today you will get a double review of the F animes, F A Tale of Memories and F A Tale of Melodies. And the least I can say is that these two aren't your typical romance animes. So the two F animes are kind of separated, but they are still connected. With that I mean that the characters from Memories return in Melodies, but on the background. Both Memories and Melodies concentrate on two storylines. In Memories, those storylines are the one of Chihiro and Renji on one hand, and the one of Miyako and Hiro on the other hand. In Melodies, those storylines are the ones of Mizuki and Shuichi, and of Yu and Yuko. We follow these characters in these storylines as we see them progress, psychologically in particular. I'm going to start the positive part of this review with the music. Both intro songs from Memories and Melodies are so good. I really like them. Eliza made some awesome songs again. If I had to choose between Euphoric Field from Memories and Ebullient Future from Melodies, then I have to go for Euphoric Field. That's such a good song on its own. The combination of the upbeat in the first part and the piano and violin solo that follows really pleased me. Euphoric Field was definitely one of the better and if not the best opening song I heard this year. Next positive point is the animation. Each of the animes had one particular animation feature that I really liked. In Melodies, this was that the opening sequence changed a couple of times during the anime, and it always represented the current mood at that time in the anime. In Memories, I really liked the animation during the multiple monologues in the anime. When a character would go into a monologue, which happens often, the animation would represent their feelings. It's something that I had never seen before and I thought that it was awesome. It really helped building the psychological theme that was present in both animes. So let's talk about that psychological theme, because that's the best way I can describe the F animes, as being psychological dramas. We really go into the mind of the characters and experience their feelings, their thoughts, their turmoil. F went so much deeper with their characters than any other anime I have seen before. And in this psychological theme also lay the foundation for the drama in F. The fact that we can see into the characters' minds builds an intense amount of drama, but not like sad, tear-jerking drama that we see in most drama animes. It's psychological drama. That's again the best way I can describe the drama in F. It's something I never experienced in anime before. Going further about the characters, I was amazed by the complexity of the relationships between all the characters. Especially when you get into Melodies, all the characters and storylines of both Memories and Melodies start to intertwine, forming this very complex and therefore intriguing network. Now let's talk about the storylines. There were some of the storylines that I really liked and one I didn't like, so that's one for the negative part. The storyline I liked the most was the one of Chihiro and Renji from Memories. Their storyline was the most interesting, intriguing and sad storyline of the four, caused by the drama that emerged from Chihiro's illness and the way that Renji tries to deal with that. The turmoil that we see Chihiro go through, also again with those monologues, created a strong bond between me and Chihiro. Also, I loved the end of their storyline. Although it being a bit predictable, I still loved the way they eventually found a way to be together. Which brings me seamlessly to the romance, and I will specify more on the romance between Chihiro and Renji. I love them as a couple. They just fit together. The way how they overcome the struggles in their relationship made me ship their relationship. Because they really want to be together, but Chihiro's illness prevents this and it puts their relationship under immense pressure. Even to the point that one of the two thinks that the relationship is bothersome to the other. But the way that they keep fighting for their relationship was very heartwarming to see and made me root even more for them as a couple. And then something special I have to mention about the romance in Memories. In Memories, the two couples go further than a couple normally goes in this kind of animes. But it didn't bother me at all. I found that the sex scenes, or the after sex scenes I should call them, were done in a very mature and respectful manner, something that made F stand out even more. So before I said that there was one storyline I didn't like, and that was the one of Mizuki and Shuichi in Melodies. First of all, I didn't root for their relationship. I found that there was too much difference between them in age in particular. I never really shipped their relationship. Also maybe because I found the Yuko storyline to be a lot more interesting. But apart from me not shipping their relationship, the biggest bother was the end of their storyline. That was so cliché. I saw it coming from miles away that they would go for the miracle ending. I was hoping that they wouldn't, but unfortunately the writers took the easy way out here. Their story would have been a lot more satisfying if they didn't went for the miracle ending. But I realized that there aren't a lot of animes that dare to take that risk of creating such a non-happy ending. Then the other storyline between Yu and Yuko. That was a much better storyline, but I had a question at the end. Does Yu realize who Mizuki is at the end of Melodies? Logic says he does. It would be pretty weird if he didn't realize who she was. But still, to me that wasn't really clear. I was left in the middle there. And a last negative point was that I still don't fully understand the reason why Yuko is still present. I understand that she helps the current characters and that she's like waiting for you. By the way, Yuko doesn't make any sense in Memories. You have to watch Melodies in order to understand why she's in these animes. But after Melodies, I still don't completely understand the why, what her reason is to still be present. So as a conclusion, F was quite the ride, going much deeper than most of its colleagues in the romance genre. I enjoyed Memories a bit more than Melodies, and that's why I'm going to rate F A Tale of Memories at 4 out of 5 stars, and F A Tale of Melodies at 3.5 out of 5 stars. If you like romance animes with loads of depth, then definitely check these two out. These two were a unique experience and something I never saw before. And that's also the main reason why I can't give a recommendation for F. It's something unique in the world of romance animes. And with that I conclude my reviews of the F animes. As usual, you can find a full list of all my animes and reviews over at Anime Planet. As usual, I will put a link in the description box down below. Now if you want me to review a particular anime from this list, please put them in the comments. Also, if you have a recommendation for me, put them in the comments as well. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, visit me on Facebook and subscribe to this channel for more reviews in the future. I will say arigatou gozaimasu and I will see you all in the next video.